at their own 24-yard line.
Set. 19. 24 is down. He's coming. 54.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
No game on this defense. No game. 25. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Let's go.
On second down now, it's Miller. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Get in the weight room. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. And watch the lane. And no time now.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Set. 19. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. He's coming forward. He's not going to get me. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. On the ball. Mike's 5-4.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I got it.
Throwing again is Watson. And Thomas has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run on first down. Carson, he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 31, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. No score after one on EA Sports.
Spot that, spot that. Spot that, spot that. That's track. 41. We've got to wedge that. Hey, let's get that home.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. Reset. 12-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Carson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's
and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Get it going down, he's coming. Mike 57. Man, I got you. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
To try again after the sack. Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
57's a mic. 57's a mic. Record. 57. Mike 57.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On 1st down, Carson. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity For them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now a dump-off here complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Tighten up.
To throw is Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Watson to throw again. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the front. He's checking. Crash. Kill.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee you, he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
57's Mike 57.
Watson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, it's complete to Fuller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Here I come. Shoot.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Wilson steps away to his left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Markevious Mingo, his second sack of the night. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36.
Got it.
They run it with Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Carson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. J.J. Watt able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Back now in Houston, it's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's got some space here. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 13.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
26. Check 43. Check nickel.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, Went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Here's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He'll find Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.